I think when people ask me about my father, I think it's, the fact that he treats everybody the same. He's genuinely interested in everybody. And I think that makes him really a very good leader. And, leadership is what really my father's been all about for such a long time.
Yeah, we can't keep up with him.
I first became acquainted with Fred Pape in 1969. He had bought the old Woodward and Austin automobile franchise at Cash Corner in South Portland. And it was a fairly small enterprise compared with what you see today in the Pape dealerships.
And really, to be his age, starting a new business, and then coming to Maine and being involved in the community, whether it was chairing the United Way or being involved with the Maine Medical Center or the Morrison Center, he really got involved and really made a mark very early.
Fred served as the general chairman of the United Way campaign in Greater Portland. It was very successful.
I met Fred Pape 36 years ago. I was a candidate for the position of President and Chief Executive Officer of the Greater Portland Chamber of Commerce as he was about to become chairman of the board.
He, for several years, served very effectively as one of the trustees of the Maine Medical Center.
And he brought the same devotion, the same characteristics that made him a successful businessman to these volunteer jobs he was doing for not-for-profit organizations.
I think it was just a few weeks later when I had to call Fred with some pretty disappointing news. I needed to let him know that the chamber was not only out of money, but was in debt. His immediate attention with me was, how do we solve the problem, rather than wasting a lot of time as to how did we get into the situation. In a very short time, we had the chamber paying its bills and meeting its obligation.
He would say that success doesn't come easy. I mean, there's a lot of fundamentals you need to do well to be successful in life, and it's not always so glamorous. It is hard work, and it's just staying true to those core principles that you have and that you believe, whether you're working with customers or working with employees, that you need to be consistent.
Perseverance, I think, is a simple way of putting it.
He continues to be very enthusiastic and interested and engaged and curious. And he's always looking forward.
I became his lawyer and his friend, and we've done just about anything you can imagine together since then. Sailing, fishing, duck hunting, you name it.
We move up in August, and we're skiing in December, and we're at Sugarloaf, and he's 6'4", 230 pounds, strapping on the skis, heading down the hill, which even as a kid I knew that was a little nerve-wracking.
I mean, he's really a really neat guy to be around. I mean, when he comes to visit, all my friends keep calling and say, can we come over and see your dad?
And the Fred Pape name will continue in this region as a contributor to our good well-being for many years.
He's a model for the ideal businessman, successful, caring, and willing to use those same qualities that have made him a success to help people that aren't quite as fortunate as he is. And, what more can you ask of anybody than that?